A lot of you investors are wondering how to make money in today's real estate market. I can tell you, I've asked that question myself, and we're continually generating revenue every single month. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make money in today's market. Hey there, my name is Mike Fritz. I'm the founder of Titanium Capital Investments and Power Up Real Estate. Our greatest passion is getting content in your hands so you know what properties to buy, when to buy them, how to make them grow, and how to generate revenue. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, join our family of entrepreneurs and investors that are making a difference and absolutely growing their wealth, and also smash that thumbs up button as that helps more people see our video. This video is brought to you by our free multifamily masterclass. You want to get into multifamily real estate? I have a free 60-minute training I want to give you. Down in the description, click that link, and you're going to be taken to a free 60-minute training where you can understand the multifamily real estate market, how you can start leveraging it right away. So how do you make money in today's real estate market? How do you make sure the investments you make are going to grow even though we don't really know what's going to happen in the market? Well, the very first thing you want to do is you want to invest in assets of need. You want to invest in assets that people need them. They actually need them for sustenance and to live. So for example, one of the reasons I'm in multifamily real estate is because multifamily real estate is a need. People always are going to need a place to live. And even if a crash tanks our value of the property, it won't take our cash flow. Our cash flow will remain because people aren't going to move. They're going to continue to stay there. And even if people move out, usually in a crash, people are becoming renters, and so the demand increases. We saw this in 08, 09. We saw the rentership of people go up, meaning the value of properties, even though they were down, the value of having that property went up because your cash flow went up. That's what happens when you invest in an asset of need. So there's a couple assets of need I want to draw your attention to. Number one is multifamily real estate, as I mentioned. Number two would be mobile home parks. Mobile home parks are essentially a multifamily development with individual houses. Now, mobile home parks have a different angle in that they can actually own that asset. It can kind of be, it's like a mixture of a multifamily development and a condo development all in one, because they can own that and then they pay a pad rent, so they pay rent just to have their mobile home sitting on that piece of property, and you make money on the rent every month, even though they may own the house, or you can actually buy the house and sell it to them. So mobile home parks are an amazing way to generate low-income housing and also have people moving into those places because people need them. So multifamily and mobile home parks are both tied to housing. These are great investments. And of course, the next would be single family rentals. Anytime you buy a single family home and you're using that as a rental, that's a great way to make money in today's real estate market, because again, it's tied to need. It's tied to what people need. That's a need-based asset that people are going to continue to invest in. And the fourth need-based asset that comes along with renting is storage. A lot of storage units have exploded today because if there's one thing in America we're good at, it's buying stuff. And so when you have stuff, you got to have a place to put it. When you become a renter and you have a two-bedroom, two-bedroom, two-bath house, and you don't have a lot of place to put all your stuff. So a lot of people invest in storage units and are seeing massive spikes in those values. That's another great investment for today's market because it's tied to an investment in need. So make sure you invest in assets of need. One of the best ways to make money in today's market. Number two is invest in cash-producing assets. Only cash-producing assets. You invest in assets that produce money. That is the number one way to make money in today's market. So you're investing in assets that pay you month after month after month and appreciate. The value of real estate is not only does it bring the value of cash producing real estate, it's not only does it bring in cash flow every month, it appreciates and it depreciates on your taxes. And where else can you write something off on your taxes as though it's losing money when in reality it's gaining value? That's a crazy, crazy world. And so you want to leverage real estate from that as well. So one of the ways to make money is making sure you're investing in cash flow. Invest in cash flow. That, again, will insulate you against any economic crash or economic turbulence that comes our way in the real estate market. It isolates you because you have the cash flow. Number three is invest in value-add assets. Value-add assets. So there's two ways to add value to real estate. Either decreasing the expenses or increasing the income. So if you come to a multifamily property, for example, and let's say the owner's paying all the utilities, creating a RUBS program or a ratio utility billing system program where you're billing the tenants back for the utilities, that's increasing your income. And in that sense, kind of decreasing your expenses. So the idea is I want to decrease my expenses, increase my income. So the number one way to increase your income, obviously, is through raised rents and raised rates, meaning if you have a storage unit, raising the rent per month, you have a multifamily unit, raising the rent, so you raise the income. The other way is you can add pieces of value in there, like add ways to make income that is unattached to rent. Pet fees, application fees. You can actually buy a cable package for the whole property if it's a place people live, and they can just leverage that one cable package, and you can buy a really big one and basically charge them monthly. The other thing, you can do the same with internet. There's ways to add value to your property and increase the income without increasing rents necessarily. But again, there's only two ways to add value: decrease expenses, increase income. So when we're looking at a property, if it's something we want to buy, the number one thing we're asking is where are we going to add value? Where can we take this property? Because if every property's already at the market rent and there's no really any place to increase the value, then it doesn't really make sense. So you make money in today's market by making sure you're investing in value add assets only. The fourth way to make money in today's real estate market is learn how to raise private capital. Learn how to raise private capital. We have a great video on the channel about raising private capital. Make sure you watch that video because it's an unbelievable explanation of how you talk to an investor. But the truth of the matter is, with raising private capital, if you can raise capital in today's market, which right now it's very easy to raise capital because lots of people have it and are looking to place it somewhere, and you can go find deals, you have a recipe for success. That's how we buy all our real estate. We own almost 500 units now, and I don't have any of my money in any of them. I raise capital for all of them, and that's what you can do to make money in today's market, is learn that skill of raising private money. It's one of the most sought after skills in real estate. The more money you can raise, the more real estate you can buy, and it doesn't have to be your own. If you look at your bank account and that determines how much real estate you can buy, you'll always underperform. When you look at how much capital's out there and say, man, it's limitless, there's $29 trillion in retirement accounts that can be used for real estate right now. Please don't miss on one of the biggest opportunities, and that's leveraging private capital. And all of these people that have that capital, they don't want to go out and find a property and talk to agents and managers. And if you create a business around doing all that, you can leverage that private capital and buy more real estate. Great way to make money in today's market. And the fifth one is leveraging non-recourse financing. Leveraging non-recourse financing. Non-recourse financing is where you partner with Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac loans, and it's non-recourse, meaning they can't come back on you if you don't pay. You don't have to personally guarantee the loan. And so now there's a caveat to this. When you do non-recourse financing, you have to have the net worth. Your net worth has to match what you're borrowing. So if you're buying a $1 million property and they're going to give you $750,000, you have to have a net worth of $750,000. But here's the cool thing on leveraging non-recourse financing. Let's say you're buying a property and you've got the capital raised, but you just can't get the loan. There are people in this industry, many people, who will sponsor those loans, help you get that loan for a piece of the equity. So you give up a small piece of equity, they can come in and help you get non-recourse financing because their net worth is higher. The power for them is it's non-recourse. But if they have a high net worth, they can go on tons of non-recourse loans and skyrocket their net worth even more because they're helping people get loans on their net worth. So it's a really big win to people who have the net worth to get those loans. In real estate, there's never a reason you don't do something. You just have to find the right strategic partner. When I first started, I had to get strategic partners to get loans. I didn't have the credit to do it. Now I can, but I started off not being able to. So again, for you to make money in today's market, leverage non-recourse financing. Number one, the interest rate's lower. And number two, the more financing you can lock in, no matter what the market does, the more financing and debt you can lock in, and no matter if inflation goes up, the cool thing with locking in debt is your debt doesn't inflate. So it's not like your debt goes up with inflation. So you lock in, and when inflation goes up, what does go up? Rents, income. So it inflates your income, but your debt locks in. So when you lock in non-recourse debt and your income goes up, you're making more money, but the debt's not costing you any more money. So leveraging non-recourse financing, great way to make money in today's market. Make sure, again, you go into the description, click that link, and get your free download of the free multifamily masterclass, how to bust into the multifamily market. And make sure you also watch videos on the channel around raising private capital, buying real estate, so you understand how to continue to leverage your own decisions, your own money, your own real estate to build wealth. I'll see you in the next video.